Hi, my name is Luke, and I work at Western Tractor. Today I get to tell you about precision ag. When you think of a dealership, most often you think of parts, service, and sales. But did you know that there is a whole other department to Western Tractor that focuses on giving customers the best possible advice? This is a super science-based approach. It involves syncing the hard iron of machinery, technology, and field-specific information to help growers maximize their profits and yields. So to help us understand precision ag, let's meet some of these people.
Hi, I'm Kendra Hugo. I work for Western Tractor and I'm an agronomist. Right now we had a customer sign up, so we are currently EC mapping their farm. And what that involves is having an EM38 attached to a truck.
This is an EM38.
And he's going back and forth across the field to gather data, and it's EC data, electroconductivity data, to determine the variability of the field. And as a result, after he's done and he uploads it into our FieldSmart program, we'll then have a map like this one. We analyze it just to make sure that everything was as it was in the field and makes sense to what we saw, boots on the ground. And then from this point, we will zone this field. So in this case, this field zoned out to be like this. So our next step, once we are comfortable with these zones and it makes sense, we enter in our soil sample points and then head out there and soil sample base by zone.
So soil sampling is the next step. So to help us learn more about this process, I'd like to show you this vehicle and introduce you to Jerry Van Lent.
Hello, my name is Jerry Van Lent. I am currently the technical support specialist. Basic, one, what we call one zone. Every night on the way home, I take the samples to the lab.
Now that field is finished.
Finished job. Yes, and complete.
All right, you take care. Off to the next field. Woohoo!
Thank you, Luke. So then from there, we figure out the fertility program, what crops going in there are yield goals. And from there generates a prescription for the customer. We then write the prescription and in the spring upload it into their machines and away they go.
As you can well imagine, there's a lot of data to manage here. So if you have a look around inside this tractor cab, you see a lot of technology built into here, all this monitoring. All this works together so that when the tractor makes a pass over a field pulling a piece of equipment, all that data gets recorded as to what's going into the ground, when and where on the field. It's super cool. After the tractor makes a pass, then a sprayer makes passes, and all that data gets recorded and mapped. And then when the combine or the harvesting equipment goes over the field, harvest, woohoo, payday! Let's see how well we did with all this data. Then all of that gets recorded and mapped as well. Farming equipment these days are like spaceships.
So harvest comes around, we're also out there helping with harvest timing and logistics. Once it's off, we do post-harvest scouting. Once that's done, we are out soil sampling all over again. The more information, the better. Every year we can fine-tune fields, particular zones, a little bit better as we learn how it reacts in different years, a wet year, a drought year, how we can manage that moving forward.
So it's one thing to have world-class information and iron and technology at your fingertips as a farmer, but it all has to work. One thing that our Precision Ag department is really good at is creating easy buttons for our customers. They're really good at tying together the information, the technology, and the iron so that when a customer pulls into a field, he can just press go and the machine does what it's supposed to. To help us understand more about this end of the Precision Ag, I'd like to introduce you to Caleb Ketty.
Hi, I'm Caleb Ketty. I work for Western Tractor as a Precision Ag Specialist. I deal with customers in a technical aspect, focusing mainly on the technology and utilization of the technology. I deal with Operations Center, which you can see on the screen. I also deal with in-cab experiences for customers and making sure that their equipment is optimized. We use Operations Center as a tool for both setting up and analyzing customers' information. So that before the year starts, we create boundaries and guidance lines and setup files to help make the in-cab experience easier for an operator. As the year progresses, we help fine-tune that experience, and then towards the end of the year, we then take that information and we can go through and analyze it and break it down depending on what the customer's expectations of that data were, both agronomically and with the equipment. Machine hours, machine utilization, how much horsepower you were using versus how much output you were getting, as well as if you did an agronomic trial with different chemicals, different practices, we can look at that, how it affected your yield at the end of the year. The main page of Operations Center is a map showing all of your field locations and land locations. Customer has a very good overview of what's happening on their farm as it's happening, and you can see where your machines are, what they're doing. Big reason that we do this for a lot of people is so that they all have the exact same information at the beginning of the year, so they're all set up properly. So when you go to Combine, everyone lines up, you can all go the same direction. There's no hassle compared to when everyone sets their own line and tries to line themselves up. One of the main things I do in my job after the year is done that a lot of people find value in is to be able to look at their farm at an individual level and see what things affected their crops this year. Our information is very limitless. During seeding, a large portion of my job would be that setup file creator. We take all of that information you've set up beforehand, whether it's partnerships, prescriptions, your fields, guidance lines, flags, boundaries, all your different chemicals, all your different varieties, and in that setup file creator, we create a setup file which has all that information, which we load into your screen so that it's available at a click instead of having to type everything in.
So before your eyes glaze over, we're going to stop Caleb right there. Suffice to say that Operations Center is an incredibly powerful management tool for customers in managing their operations. I want to say a special thank you to Kendra, Jerry, and Caleb for lending us their expertise and time. Also a special shout out to James Knight, who drove the white pickup truck and demonstrated the EM38 for us. My main takeaway from all of this is that Precision Ag is able to deliver all of this information in a package that customers can use, and with all that history and data that gets mapped year after year after year, customers can just make better and better decisions on their operations. So thanks for watching, and take care. Funnies and foibles. I'm crying again.
And do you want me talking to you or talking to the camera? Like what? Okay, it's less awkward. Because that was weird. That was really weird.
Try again.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
I work at Western Tractor. Oh, let's try that again.
So I can like
Anyway.
That's so cool. My parents' GoPro, you just hold the little button and turn it on.
I want a GoPro now. For what? No reason. Come on.